Hi, I wanted to do a hair tutorial today, something I've never done, but I have wanted to do. And I'll tell you this, I have been one of those who had to learn to do my hair by myself as a little girl, starting at the age of 5. My mom taught me how to brush and comb and braid and curl and do everything to my hair as a very, very young child. And I naturally have curly hair, but today I have blow dried it straight, and you can see it's very frizzy, and that's because I didn't take the time to iron it because I wanted to do something that really harkened back to what I used to do when I was a kid in the early 80s, which is use my trusty old hot rollers. But I wanted to do something that kind of would look cute for Valentine's Day, and it reminded me very much of my grandmother. This is my mom's mom, and I wanted to show you a picture of her and her hair. This is my grandma Rose. And if you can take a look at her hair, you can see a lot of beautiful waves in there. And that's her own natural curl. And from what I was told, for years, she would just brush her hair out and had all these beautiful waves and curls in it. And she would brush these big long strands of it, and her hair would just naturally kind of curl up, and she would just be able to, and then just like pin it there. And the rest of it, she would brush it, and it would just kind of, kind of curl up, and she'd pin it back, and it would pin itself into these big, beautiful, gorgeous waves because she'd kind of trained her hair to do that. But I wanted to see if today I could show you how to do something that I love to do when I'm not wearing my hair in its own natural curly state. I blow dry it straight, I put it up in curlers, and then I get kind of a curl going right through here, just like my grandmother did. And I pin it back here, and I put the rest up in a really cute ponytail. I wanted to show you how to do that today. All right, things I'm going to be using for today's hair tutorial. First of all, handy dandy brush. I've had this same paddle brush for years. It's from Aveda. I love this thing. Other things, of course, hairspray. My favorite hairspray happens to be L'Oreal's Elnett Satin, and this is the Extra Hold. I love this stuff. I know there's a lot of other good hairsprays out there. I've tried a lot of them, the ones from the salon, but I find this stuff in the gold can is amazing. And I get it at Ulta, you get it at Walgreens, I think even Walmart has it, and it is kind of spendy, but I even have a little small can that comes for travel size. I keep it in my purse. I love, 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 love this stuff. All right, something else, after I take my hair curlers out, and I am going to be using hot curlers today. You're going to be like, what, really? Still someone uses those? Yes, I love those things. I'm going to be putting in some hair serum. This is Moroccan oil. If you have finer hair than I do, you might want to try something a little bit lighter. You may have one that you like, but this is what I like. And they do have, Moroccan oil does have a light version of this, which is not quite as heavy as this. The other thing to keep my, of course, my handy dandy trusty curlers. I love these guys. All right, other things, bobby pins. Of course, my handy dandy hair tie because I'm going to be turning this into a ponytail. And then I have two little really cute, adorable, and these may be too cutesy for you. You might like something else, but I think these are really cute in my hair. And they're just jeweled little tiny claw clips. And they go really well, just like right here to help hold up my little wave that I'm going to put in right here, and the rest of it's going to go into a big ponytail towards the back. All right, so let's get going. Okay, now I'm done. All right, so it's been several minutes, probably about 10 to 15 minutes, and I've let my rollers cool. You may think, why would anybody still want to use hot rollers in 2013? You know, truthfully, it's convenience for me. Truly, that's what it is. And I can achieve a look that is super, super easy while doing other things and keeping my hands free. That's what it is for me. That, and I know how to use them. If you don't know how to use them, it can be a hassle in learning how to roll your hair quickly. It doesn't take me that long. I see now that I missed a few little hairs here, but you know, that blends quickly. Don't worry about that. But the one thing is, if you want to do it, you can probably very easily achieve this same look. If you're using a curling iron, you can do that. You can probably also use Velcro rollers or any other type of rollers and use a hair dryer to help set it with heat. There's a lot of different ways you can probably achieve this. Just be creative. This is my favorite method of doing it. If you have some old hot rollers that you have in the back of your bathroom, like in the cupboard in the way back, you know, pull them out, dust them off, plug them in, see if they still work. You may want to try this out. All right, so I'm going to take them out now. So all my curls are now officially out of my hair. And I'm going to put a little Moroccan oil in because if I brush through this like I want to, my hair is going to get super frizzy. So Moroccan oil first and then brush later. So now we brush. I like to give myself a part. I go from like the arch of my eyebrow. I have a natural part that likes to come right around here, but yeah. Arch of my eyebrow, back this way. There we go. Yeah. All right. Yeah. And if I were to find a way to keep it from getting too frizzy, even this would be kind of a fun look for today. But that's not what we're going for. All right, so here we go. Up. This can take a little time to get it just right, and a little maneuvering with my hands. What I'm trying to do here is trying to get it to kind of curl under while keeping it from getting too frizzy. I like it to come up just a little bit here, rest of it to come under. And then now that I have this going here, I want to try and see if I can get this portion to kind of got this desperate curl right here. It's kind of cute. I'm going to see if I can kind of work it into a little bit of a curl here that I can clip with one of these little clips. I'm just going to kind of keep working that into a little, yeah. Here we go. It's kind of what I'm going for. I'm going to grab one of my little jeweled claw clips. By the way, these are goody little claw clips. I got them at, yeah, that's kind of cute. I got these at Walmart. No, Walgreens. They were like $4 or $5 for the pair. And then the second piece, I'm going to come right up here behind my ear. Take a second piece. Make sure it's separate from the rest. And start twisting, kind of twirl it into a little bit of a second. That's kind of attaching itself to more frizz. This might be easier with your hair if it's not as frizzy as mine. And then I'm going to clip it in here, the second piece, right next to the rest. Sorry, you might hear my children cheering in the background. And there we go. All right, I'm gonna catch the door. so we don't hear the kids. Alright, so at this point, I've actually worn my hair like this before. It's super cute. If you can manage to tame the rest of this little hairspray, it can be really cute, which is what I love about, you know, hot rollers. They give you that fun look. At this point though, this is when you're going to want to grab your hair tie. And I like ones that are colored the same color as my hair, just in case you happen to see them. I think it's easier than seeing, especially with dark hair, it's easier than seeing those clear plastic ones, which in blonde hair you kind of don't see, but in dark hair really stand out. So at this point I'm trying to avoid pulling too much of what I just did. And I'm going to brush the rest of it up. And if I need to catch that little bit that I was just working with, I'll very carefully use my fingers to kind of comb it in. And I think that when you use a part in your hair with a ponytail, it can make it look a little bit more neat and sophisticated. I don't put my ponytail too high with this, otherwise it looks a little too perky, a little too Barbie. Alright, there we go. Now, for some fine tuning. This can get to be a little standout here. This is where it's helpful to grab your hairspray. And just spray the living daylights out of all of this. And I like to smooth down the hairs here, because this is one of those that, although sometimes it's nice to have a few wispies, this is not one of those looks I find. I like that it looks a lot more sleek and put together when you have fewer of those hairs kind of rolling around. Let me see if I can get a little bit more of this. I like to have some height right here at the bang area. And kind of tame the flyaways in my ponytail. Ooh, smells like hairspray in here. There we go. Alright, so it's not that hard. As you can see, very easy ponytail to do. I think it's a fun look, especially for Valentine's Day, because it is kind of a little bit of an updo with a little bit of effort. Kind of cute and retro a little bit, but not hard at all. All it takes is those hot rollers, and a little bit of time with a little bit of effort right here. You know, 2 claw clips is really all you need. If you want to hide this portion back here, what I like to do is to grab a couple of bobby pins. I usually only need 2. And this is what I do. On the back side of my ponytail here, if you want to hide this, I grab from the underside of my ponytail. I'll grab a small portion of hair, hoping you can see this. I'll grab this right here, and then I'll start wrapping it around my ponytail to hide all of that hair, all of that ponytail holder right there. And then once I'm to the bottom, I'll take these little clips. Sorry, my brain is thinking. I'll take these bobby pins and I'll push them straight back into the ponytail, right along where my head meets the ponytail, and make sure to keep all of those ends tucked under at that point. Super easy to do. It's on the underside. You never see it. With a little healthy spray of hairspray. And now you can't even see it. So the only thing you see in your hair is this little hair jewelry here. My hair has a tendency to lose a little bit here and there because it's naturally frizzy from its own natural curl. So there you go. Really easy look for Valentine's Day. So thanks for watching. Hope it gives you some ideas, something else to put in your hair arsenal, ways to wear your hair if it's long, and if you like to put it up.